The second race of the round of 8 begins from Texas Motor Speedway. And surging ahead, Tyler Reddick. Here comes Christopher Bell in the 20, challenging for that second spot.
Cole Custer in that 0-0 didn't want anything to do with the upper lane. He forced his way into the bottom to make sure he was down in that cleaner track, as he has Harrison Burton in the 18 stuck up a groove, but it seems to be working pretty good here in 3 and 4.
More banking in 3 and 4, able to lean on that a little bit more.
Definitely more banking, but you see you want to be on the bottom of the racetrack. Right here, I'd love to see the spotter saying, hey, clear hole behind, get behind that 98.
Quick hole, inside.
Information was too late, though. You see that outside line falling back. See the 8 car also falling back, trying to get to the bottom.
Now Harrison Burton falls in behind the 10 of Ross Chastain, as we see the 19 of Brandon Jones freight training Jeb Burton right now.
And I really believe the outer lane will get better as the race progresses, but here at the start, it is definitely treacherous.
And it's a tough time for Jeb, right? Jeb's got to remember what situation he's in. It might get better, but even if he loses all these spots, you can't get frustrated. This is going to happen on these restarts. I agree with you, Steve. I think it will get better. Here's a shot. Get down. Get behind him. There you go.
Jeb Burton, just a 6th start in the Xfinity Series this year. He was 5th at this race earlier in March in the Xfinity Series race.
Great shot. Check out this racetrack. Very unique. In the middle of 1 and 2 right now. Hear how much he was out of the gas, going down the back straightaway. Now, listen to the throttle. Stays in it, never gets all the way out of the gas. Got a good run here, trying to get underneath his teammate Noah. Now down the front straightaway, listen to the difference. Listen to how much he's out of the gas in this end of the racetrack. Look at that. Never got back to the gas like he did in 3 and 4. You got to drive this corner like a short track. This has Phoenix. This has those kind of racetracks mentality to it. This end down here, you got to go get you some. 2 different ends.
And Jeff, his crew chief is a very upbeat guy named Taylor Moyer, trying to give Jeff just a little more incentive and relax him before the race got going. He said, hey, if you win, I get a cowboy hat. Now go for it.
Cowboy hat in victory lane. Flames, definitely a place that everyone wants to be at the end of this race.
You get to shoot pistols, too.
You get a 6-shooter.
Guns, get a cowboy hat.
That's Texas. Tyler Reddick now being challenged by the 20 of Christopher Bell. Here comes Bell to the outside. He'll take the lead away.
Yeah, the 2 came off turn 4 and looked like he just pulled down. I don't know if he thought the 20 was better, if he has an issue. Kelly?
Yeah, the 2-car Tyler Reddick has some debris on the grill. You can catch it there in dead center of his grill. And it was just way too long till they hit any lap traffic to help with that. So the team actually told them, let the 20 go if you need to, so they can try to sneak up behind him and manipulate the air to remove that debris.
And there's the gap between 1 and 2. Tyler Reddick still running that high line, even through 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Green and white checkered flag, and that will be a stage win for Christopher Bell. Reddick, 2nd. Custer is 3rd. John Hunter Nemechek, a good run there in 4th. Ross Chastain, 5th. Chase Briscoe, Harrison Burton, Austin Cindric, Justin Allgaier, and Jeb Burton, all inside the top 10 at the end of stage 1. Christopher Bell on the inside, Tyler Reddick on the outside as they restart, and stage 2 is underway.
Back on cold tires on this restart. Every other restart they've had, they've been on those hot tires.
And look at Christopher Bell run away right now. Can they reel him back in? Tyler Reddick holding on to 2nd. Fight for 3rd. Harrison Burton was looking to the inside, now still challenging for that 3rd spot. Harrison Burton's going to go by Cole Custer.
Cole's not done fighting. Big run on the outside. They're going to enter turn 1 side by side. Briscoe thinking about it. That was a wise decision not to make it 3 wide.
Christopher Bell is the only one to sweep stages and go on to win. He's done it 3 times. Could it be a 4th tonight? He'll win stage 2 at Texas. Allgaier hanging on for second. Reddick is third. John Hunter Nemechek fourth. Chase Briscoe, Noah Gregson, Austin Cindric, Cole Custer all gaining valuable points. Brandon Jones and Jeb Burton all inside of the top 10. Green flag back in the air. Right away falling back, Garrett Smithley in the 0.
Nice start by the 22, takes control of the race. Now that puts Brandon Jones and Cole Custer side by side for second. Brandon Jones looks like he's going to clear the 0-0. And back here we have Bell and Reddick working through the traffic.
Allgaier as well.
This middle lane is quickly becoming the preferred lane.
Ooh, the 98.
Slow on the track, the 98, Chase Briscoe.
The 98 was having a problem. He was running in ninth position with good speed, and all of a sudden started falling off and getting slower and slower.
You just said right rear.
He reported a vibration, guys, and said a car is getting looser and looser. They told him, bring it to us if you can. But, Steve, he was outside the pit window for the last pits, right? At about 75 to go. You can't make it that far, so he didn't want to bring it, and now he is the caution.
He is the caution, but nice job, nice save. We're not sure exactly what's wrong. It looks like a flat right rear. I don't know if that's the only issue for Briscoe, but it's a 170-mile-an-hour save in the middle of the corner.
While all this is going on, Cole Custer.
Oh, round goes to 9. Noah Gregson got tapped.
Yellow.
Heavy into the grass. Caution comes out. He slides back up in front.
A lot of damage on the nose of that car. Went through that grass, just tore the nose off of it.
They want you to stop. You're blowing oil. Please. There you go. Just stop.
Jeb Burton comes down. The 18 of Harrison Burton was there. And the one in the middle, Gregson, through the grass.
We saw all that battling on the front straightaway. You see right there, Noah went to turn and the 18 was there and contact. And look at the damage. We need to get that turf on all these racetracks so that doesn't happen where they just slide across it. It's a good view right here. And Noah trying to get underneath the 8 car.
Yeah, he hangs a left, right? He has a run. The 8's coming down. He's going to hang a left. The unfortunate part is Harrison Burton had already attempted to get on the inside of the 9. Allgaier with a lot of wheel spin on the outside of the front row. That's going to allow the 20 of Bell to pull up alongside him.
Heading in over 150 miles an hour on this restart, and Christopher Bell hanging on to it, but can he hang on to second? Allgaier fighting on the outside.
I thought it was game over. Allgaier fought back on the outside. Impressive through 1 and 2. Now the 20 is going to slide up in front of him, take the air away.
Here comes Brandon Jones in the 19.
I like that move from Brandon Jones. I feel like there's so much confidence with him right now.
Brandon Jones trying to steal second away. Up the racetrack he goes. He has to catch it. The 2 of Tyler Reddick taking advantage of that spot.
And Ross Chastain sees all this in the mirror with a big smile as he pulls away.
Bell holding on to second. Reddick now fighting with Allgaier for the 3rd position. Allgaier coming back on the outside. And now 42 laps to go.
Look at that 2 car. Didn't get to the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to open the door for Austin Cindric. Remember, Tyler Reddick's been running the middle lane all night long. He had to change his line to get to the bottom, and it didn't work for him.
Here comes Chase Briscoe in the 98.
It's quite a battle going on right here.
Brandon Jones in the 19. All swapping positions. Cindric moves up the racetrack. Reddick trying to get by in the 2.
Yeah, Briscoe, where do you go right here? Do you go to the bottom? Do you go to the middle? He went to the middle.
And into the wall. The two of Reddick. Once again, getting aggressive. Jones slides up the racetrack. Briscoe out of the way. Here comes Jeb Burton.
Some aggressive racing back here, guys. So right there, Reddick just in the wall again with the right rear quarter panel.
Not a lot of contact here, Steve.
No, not much damage at all, but live you have Reddick almost spinning.
And Reddick does spin into the inside wall hard. And the caution is out again.
You saw it. You mentioned it, Jeff. They couldn't get away from one another.
Just so aggressive.
And look at the fluid coming out. The radiator is busted.
But you can just leave it there.
Can't turn it.
And they knocked all the water out of it.
It's just like the 98 was up the racetrack. Get another look at it.
Yeah, the 98's very high off the corner. And he looked, you can see it backfire out of the pipes. So the 98 jumps out of the gas. The 2 takes an evasive maneuver to the left, and that kind of starts the whole situation. But if you watch it again, the 98 is going to lift.
Right along with Jeb.
Get low.
Coming up on 30 laps to go. Bell with a great restart on the outside, getting a little help from Austin Cindric.
That was a great restart. Now he's got his nose out in front of Chastain in that outside lane. Should get a big run on the exit of turn 2.
And away he goes. And an issue right front. Briscoe. Right front flat, it looks like, on Briscoe's. Can he get by and around the racetrack and back to pit road without that tire going down?
Just was not worth the gamble.
I don't think he has a flat tire. I think the splitter bar is bent down and it's just sparking. It's probably on the ground too much. That's why I went straight up in the corner.
That was the point we talked about, though. Come down pit road and look at that thing and see if they could fix it, even if it wasn't a tire down.
Yeah, he's falling back quickly now. Bell and Chastain up front. Briscoe dropping like a rock here.
Yeah, and as he drops, that helps the situation for Allgaier, Reddick.
We're talking points there. Briscoe right now 19 points behind Allgaier, that final transfer spot for the championship 4. Heading to Levine Family Racing in 2020 to start his Cup career. They will have assistance from Joe Gibbs Racing as he comes up on 1 lap to go.
Ricky's made it a point to say he wants to do the job in Xfinity. He wants to win this championship before leaving the series.
Christopher Bell very close now to joining some pretty elite companies. Sam Ard, Jack Ingram, 2 of the biggest names ever in the Xfinity series. Christopher Bell is going to tie them tonight. In 72 starts, this will be his 16th win, and Christopher Bell has locked up a spot in the championship 4 with this win.
Thank you, guys. Went into Phoenix with a lot different mindset than we did last year. Nice work.
That's impressive. 4th time this year he's led and won all the stages and won the race. How did you have the patience to get back up through the field, though, when you had to go backwards, Christopher? Here comes a family.
Yeah, that was pretty special to win here at Texas. I got a lot of family over there in the background, and I've normally been giving these out, but this one right here is for my nephew. I promised him years ago that if I ever won, I'd be able to get him the flag at Texas. So this one's, like I said, really special to win at home. And I knew we were competitive. Us and the 2 were really similar early on, and then I started having brake problems. And whenever I got those brake problems, I just wasn't as good. I couldn't keep the car underneath me. I got really loose. So had to work a little bit harder, but then that red flag helped me. My brakes came back, and Jason got this thing tuned up, and we were able to drive away.